Today I'm working on the clutch on this Honda Shadow Ace. It's a 03 model. Anyway, what's been going on with it, when you put it in gear, it wants to pull. When the clutch is pulled in all the way, the clutch is not fully releasing. And sometimes it's easy to put it in neutral, and sometimes you'll never get it in neutral until you switch the motor off. Then it's easy to put it in neutral. Anyway, I got a feeling that maybe the metal friction disc in the clutch is warped. That's the only thing I can figure. Reason why the clutch is not fully releasing. So with that said, I've been looking at this, and this is going to be a fun job, getting all this unbolted. They don't give you enough brake wire right there to do much, but I got to get all that out of the way to where I can get all these bolts and get in there to that clutch. All right, let me get started. Got the cover off. Got lucky, there was enough room. I was able to just take the two bolts out here and this bolt out back here, and that gave me enough room to get in here to these bolts. Now these bottom bolts right here, you're gonna have to get them with a wrench if you do all this. You know, if your motorcycle is similar to this, it'll be a 5/16. You have to get to them from underneath. The clutch looks to be in fairly decent shape. Anyway, I'm fixing to start taking it apart and see if I can't find something warped in there or something, because like I said, this clutch is not releasing. Well, I got the clutch taken apart, and I did not see anything in there. You know, it is burnt just a little, but it's not that bad. In other words, I have seen worse. The only thing that I see, that reason why this thing might have been sticking and not releasing all the way, let's see, there's a good example right there. If you look at that clutch disc, I don't know how well it's going to pick up, but you'll see right in here between my fingers, well, okay, just fall in there. Yeah. Between my fingers, it's dry looking right in here. And I've seen several discs, or the clutch was dry, and when I was pulling everything apart, it was sticking. In other words, it didn't want to come apart easily. Now you can see that, you know, there's some burnt areas on the clutch, but like I said, I have seen worse clutches and they work just fine. But I noticed that it was dry looking. Now there's a good example right there. It looked like there's no oil on it whatsoever, just a little bit. And before I started pulling all this apart, you know, getting that out of there, I tried turning the clutch when it was still on, and you know, when I got the springs off, you know, to put the space between, the clutch was hard to turn. Or it was like it was not wanting to fully release. And I'm wondering if the whole problem is because the clutch is dry. Because I really don't see anything wrong. But I got a new clutch that I'm soaking right now, and this clutch will be going in. In other words, I'm not going to take a chance with that one, even though I don't see nothing wrong with it. But you know, hey, there's a new one. It's paid for, might as well put it in and be done with it. All right. just wanted to point this out right quick like to y'all. This is the outside of the clutch. Anyway, if you'll look, you got a flat washer and a bevel washer. And the way it goes back in, your flat washer goes on first, your bevel goes to the outside, then you got a special clutch that goes in there. And what you do is put it on, that's it. And this is where it gets messy. Let's see if this thing is going in neutral. I'm gonna take it down the road, warm it up good. My other bikes. To take it down the road. To begin with, it did not want to go into neutral, just like the way it's been. Yeah. And I reckon after the clutch warmed up, everything worked a little bit better. So I'm gonna take it down the road, and I'll be back after a little bit.